welcome you back to the Chili's Halftime Report. The Heisman Trophy has not been awarded to teammates in back-to-back years since Army's Doc Blanchard and Glenn Davis won it in 1945 and 46. Now, that would change this year if Reggie Bush claimed the Heisman on the heels of Matt Leinart. Since these two have taken prominent roles in the SC program, the Trojans are 33-1, and they're all over the highlight reel. Earlier this week, Charles Davis spoke with the duo and kicked things off with that unforgettable 4th and 9 play against Notre Dame.
I have to start by saying that Reggie Bush is my favorite college athlete of all time. So there may be a bit of bias in this video. You can be the judge of that down in the comment section. He made defenders look helpless and was out there putting up video game numbers. For those of you who are too young to know how good Reggie Bush was in college, check out a few of these highlights.
Shoulder, second down and 10 while they check on Patton. It is back to the ground game. And all the way, Reggie Bush with a dive. Touchdown.
Guy on the handoff to Bush, starts right, goes left, up the middle, 30, 35, outside of the 40. He's gone. Adios. Touchdown, Reggie Bush, touchdown, USC. 76 yards. How do you do?
Harold Richardson looked like a schoolboy, and he just cracked tackle turf. Great run by Reggie Bush.
Leaving Bush by himself. Leinart drops the pass, looking for the end zone. Flags are down. Throw caught by Bush. But the touchdown, except we've got a flag on the play.
With the new name, image, likeness rules that were just proposed, it got me thinking, how much money would Reggie Bush have made back in college? Before we go on, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. That really helps the channel grow and helps the YouTube algorithm do its thing. Without further ado, let's get into it.
So let's travel way back when with Reggie Bush and his days with Helix High School.
Later in the third, Alex Smith looking for the end zone again. Again, good coverage, and Ken Cornish makes the catch. Highlander offense unstoppable, 40-7. Here's one more gorgeous Reggie Bush run to give me some time to tell you his stats. Only 12 carries, but 229 yards. The Highlanders win a big league matchup. Valhalla strong, but Helix managed to improve on their 50 points per game average with their balanced offense.
At the beginning, they kind of got a little scared with us and actually stopped the run a little bit in the beginning, so had to throw the ball, and they dropped off. So, I think first night we actually got to show our full potential at offense.
Touchdown! He picked up this season right where he left off last year, returning a kick for a touchdown.
Returning kicks, it's just where I get to express, my talent. The freedom of expression, you go out there and do what you want. Just go out there and be an athlete, make plays, and make it happen. I only score touchdowns off what my O-line gives me. So whatever O-line provides for me, then that's what I'll take.
That's why the Highlanders are top ranked in the state in Division II and favored to win another CIF championship. But Reggie's more than just a football player. He's an honors student with a 3.8 grade point average.
Education always comes first. My parents always taught me that before you play sports, your education comes first, because without that, you're not going to be able to succeed in life.
Success should follow Reggie Bush wherever he goes. In La Mesa, Jim Stone, NBC 739.
Reggie Bush was a 6-foot, 180-pound running back from La Mesa, California, where he attended Helix High School. He was a 5-star recruit in the class of 2003. He was the 3rd best running back in the nation, the 3rd best player in California, and the 17th best player in the country. He committed to USC over Notre Dame, Texas, and Oregon, amongst others. To put it into perspective for today's time, USC under Pete Carroll was dominant, similar to how Alabama and Nick Saban reign today. The year before Reggie showed up at USC, they were 11-2 and they just won the Rose Bowl. In 2003, Bush joined a crowded backfield, where 4 out of the 7 backs on the roster ended up in the NFL. Reggie Bush in college was a flat-out superstar, on and off the field, to the level that we may never see again. In his 3 years of college, he accounted for 3,169 rushing yards, 7.3 yards per attempt, 25 rushing touchdowns, 95 receptions, 1,301 yards receiving, 13 receiving touchdowns, 1,522 kick and punt return yards, 3 kicks returned for touchdowns, and 1 passing TD. He still holds the NCAA record for rushing yards per attempt with 8.7 yards per carry back in 2005. Bush won literally every award in college that was possible for a running back to win. He won the Heisman, got that taken away, and even dated Kim Kardashian. This was before Ray J and Kanye West. With a resume like this, how much would he have earned? The ability to earn money, instead of just making these big institutions rich, is long overdue. As I was scouring the internet, trying to create this video, I found an article from Bleacher Report that talked about this topic.
Ball star and current New Orleans Saint Reggie Bush could become the first player in the 75-year history of the Heisman Trophy to lose that award.
Bush was forced to return his Heisman and cut off all ties from his alma mater for a decade as a result of an NCAA investigation that found out that his family had received benefits during his time at USC. As Bush explained to The Athletic's Bruce Feldman, he was strapped for cash living in LA and receiving just $1,000 a month in scholarship money. So, after you paid rent, there was like $260 left over to last you for the month to try to cover what you ate and your utility bills and phone bill, he said. It's almost impossible to do, especially living in Los Angeles. So an extra $25,000 would have significantly changed my life in college. I don't mean just change it a little bit. It would have made things a lot less stressful, because it's stressful when you're trying to figure out, how am I going to eat? What am I going to eat when the cafeteria has closed? If any of you watching this video was ever a broke college student, or you are that currently, you can definitely relate to what he's talking about. According to the CEO of a Chicago-based sports business firm, Bush would have made a lot more than the extra $25,000 he was hoping for. Feldman writes, Bush's value with the profile he had as a college athlete in a market like Los Angeles would range from $4 to $6 million in today's time, or $2 to $3 million at the time of his Trojans career, according to AJ Mastes, the CEO of Navigate, a sports business strategy firm, with the caveat that there is still much to be sorted out on the NIL front. Mastes says that figure would be largely based on anchor deals Bush could command from apparel, beverage, supplement companies, or local businesses like furniture stores. In addition, even though USC is Nike's school, Mastes says, if it's truly an open market for athletes, Bush could have pitted Adidas versus Nike's for his own deal. People would have worked like crazy just to lock him in long term, Mastes says. It's not that he was going to sell so many shoes as a junior in college for 1 to 2 years. It's also for like 7 or 8 years in the NFL. Now the NCAA is essentially being forced to make those changes. If not for the pressure from the state legislatures, that's never really been the NCAA's thing after all. USC was forced to vacate the final 14 wins, the last 2 from the 04 season and the entire 05 season. And Bush was forced to vacate his 05 Heisman Trophy, stemming from an NCAA investigation that determined Bush and his family received cash and other gifts from a sports agency. Bush went on to be the number 2 pick in the 2006 draft by the New Orleans Saints. He played 11 seasons in the NFL with 5 different teams before officially retiring in December 2017. Thanks for watching the video. If you made it to the end, type in "pay them folks" in the comment section. I want to hear your opinion. Do you think this is a good idea or a bad idea that college athletes can start earning money from endorsements, and why? If you enjoyed the content, please subscribe, leave a like, and a comment. We're on the road to 10K. From us, over here at HBCU Spotlight, rooting for all the athletes out there. Go get your money. We out of here. Peace.